I can't believe what occurred this week, Caroline, with the kangaroo being taken out to pasture and being replaced by a computer-generated splotch for Australia's travels overseas, the representations of that. I'll tell you a story. When I was sitting in the ministry as John Howard's minister assisting the Prime Minister, so this is a ministerial leak, he said, we've got too many symbols of Australian government activity. We don't know what we're doing, so we decided we'd go with the Commonwealth crest. So it just says Australian government. That's the story about that. John Howard commissioned a unity, an approach that brought all of the Australian entities together, all the Australian government entities together. And now we've got Malcolm Turnbull and Simon Birmingham deciding that, no, we're going to split the Department of Austrade off and give them a gold splotch, Carol. I've never seen anything more stupid in my life. $10 million. Holy cow.
Yeah, $10 million for a symbol which no one knows actually what it is. You would think if you're going to have a symbol which signifies Australia, it would be easy to recognise. I know there was a poll done this week of 7,000 people, and it's somewhere in the 90s that preferred the kangaroo. I think it was Dee Madigan this week who said that, you know, she quite liked it and that the kangaroo had been devalued a little bit because it had been, you know, stuck on all sorts of, you know, like cheap touristy goods or what have you. Look, I'm not big on government regulation, but I'd rather that they said they made it clear what that symbol can be used on if there needed to be clarification rather than change the symbol itself. And as for the group of people who decided that symbol, there's some pretty prominent Australians there. I think if you are going to create a symbol using a whack of taxpayers' money to represent a country, maybe everyone who's on that decision-making panel should be already paying tax in Australia.
Well, I mean, the people that were asked about it were in the main overseas people, and a lot of them were in China as well. Now, I know, Gideon, that you went public this week. You lost a lot of friends when you actually said you rather liked it. But the point is, I get what it was about, but the kangaroo is currency when you travel overseas. Bronwyn would have travelled overseas officially for Australia. You take kangaroo pins with you everywhere you go. People want them. I've had people, you know, just beg me for kangaroo things. Kangaroos as part of Australia. Golden splotches, I know it's meant to be the wattle, just doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
I don't know. Look,
Gary,
I
just don't know how it could have cost $10 million. I really would like to see the breakdown of the expenses. This is a hangover.
I'll get your people and my people to do lunch. We'll sort it out. That's how we'll sort it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
I don't know either, but
it's too clever by a half, and it's just so Turnbull it doesn't matter. AU, of course, is the symbol for the periodic table for gold. So we've got a gold splattering.
Well, gold's an export of ours.
Yeah. It's just a leftover Malcolm Turnbullism, and it should just be, I think, just ignored. Mistake was made. Let's get on.
So Gideon, you thought it was all right. Give me 30 seconds why you thought it was all right.
Yeah, look, I've always found the kangaroo a little bit daggy and dated. I actually quite like the symbol, but I agree with Bronwyn. Why did it cost $10 million to produce it? I could have paid a bloke in the Philippines $25 to come up with something that probably looks a little bit better. But look, fundamental point is this: it's to market Australian goods overseas. I would much rather we stop spending government money at marketing goods, but took the foot of government off the throat of businesses so that they could produce better goods more efficiently and cheaply, which would sell themselves.